Viewer, behold, today I bring you a classic, GTA San Andreas. Now, this came out a while ago on the consoles for I don't remember when it came out. I just remember they made this definitive edition and it was a pure flop. It was buggy, it was shitty, it was trash. Well, it was on PS Plus and I downloaded it and did they fix everything? Yeah, yeah, it actually isn't that bad now. It runs pretty well. The only problem, well, I'll get into my problems later. But if you want the quick gist of it, if you've never experienced the game, give it a try. If you have a PC, don't buy the definitive edition. Get the original off of Steam. But this game is not worth $60. I will say that right now. In its current state, it's not worth like it's just not. It's worth maybe 15 or 20. 15, hell yeah. GTA San Andreas for $15 is a fucking steal. But like, it's just not graphically updated enough to justify the $60 price tag, in my opinion. And also, they got rid of one of the biggest features, which is the multiplayer feature, which I feel like fuck them for getting rid of that. But that's it. But other than all those two things I said, that was my biggest letdowns. It's this game. It's pretty much the same game. Now the gameplay is what you'd expect from a GTA game. If you remember my Red Dead Redemption review, it's similar. You play in an open world as a protagonist named this in this game. His name is CJ, and he is a brother of a leader of the gang called the Grove Street Families. Now, when CJ comes in, it's a bit of a struggle because his mom just got killed. But anyways, this is the story. We'll get into the story later. The gameplay is what you'd expect. Once the game begins, you're freely allowed to explore the world however you like. Now, CJ is part of a gang called Grove Street, so if other gangs see him, they will attack him on sight, which the game does make a big deal about in the intro. You can enter any vehicle you want. You can do whatever you want as long as the game allows you to do it. You can jump. You can go swim. You can go eat food. You can go to restaurants. This game is like a 90s simulator, which I like a lot. It was kind of like life before technology got really big, and it does a really good job. Not as good as GTA 4, I would say, but as far as time capsules go, this game does a great job. Now, just like GTA, you have your weapon wheel, or it's like you get to switch weapons off the wheel that you pick. Now, this actually wasn't in the game before. You used to just have to switch through the guns until you found the gun you wanted. But this time, I guess they helped you out a little bit by adding a wheel, so it's easier to switch weapons. But it's not that crazy of a change. Also, they made the aiming a bit different. I don't know if they made it better or worse. I can't really tell, to be honest, because sometimes CJ will just will just aim up in the air and start shooting. And I remember he used to do that before, but I'm pretty sure they made the aiming worse. No, you know what they made way worse? I don't know if you remember the zero missions, but the zero missions, oh fuck those missions. But the plane mission, dude, that mission pissed me off so goddamn hard. But yeah, that's like the hardest part of the game too is the missions, because some missions are really tough. You can use cheat codes and just make them a breeze, but if you want to play legit, get ready for some for some tough apples, because this game does not fuck around when you play legit. This game is I actually had more fun playing legit than I had cheating, if I'm gonna be honest. Playing legit just gives this game more of a challenge. Uh, so Anything else I need to say about the gameplay? No, I feel like I covered mostly everything I want to say about the gameplay. So let's get on to the story. So the story is probably the strongest part. Is a strong part of the game. Just like like I said, what makes this game great is that the gameplay is strong and the story is strong. The story of this game is that you play as C.J. Carl Johnson, who is coming back from Liberty City after his mother was murdered in her own home, and you meet a lot of you pretty much meet like his old crew, Smoke, Sweet, Ryder, and you guys go through and they let you know that the gang is it's not the same. Grove Street is literally at its lowest point right now, and as CJ, you have to bring Grove Street back up and also find out who killed your mother. and there's also these corrupt police officers who are part of like Crash, which was like anti-gang unit, but it turns out they were actually like enabling the gangs, just like real life, and that's crazy because like it actually mimics real life, and that's like I think that's one of the coolest parts about playing this game is why people should definitely play this game because it lets you see what life was like in the 90s in certain areas and like it lets you like it's very realistic too like the people who voice act the characters are really about that life and when they were making the scenes and stuff they would tell the writers man no, they wouldn't say this they would say like this and shout outs to the Rockstar team for like listening to them and not being oh yeah but this is how we wrote it you know what I'm saying like they could totally have done that but they chose to be like oh is that more realistic okay, then we want to do that. And I think that's a great choice. And I think the story the arc CJ has to go through and the people he meets, Caesar, Woozy, the hippie dude, like there's such an interesting cast of characters. All of the side characters are all cool. Zero fuck Zero. Um but fuck him not because of who he is but because of his missions that RC shit gave me PTSD that I never want to play those missions again when my friend told me those were optional, I feel like such a dumbass for doing them. Um, but yeah, that's like the so now we're getting into spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, please skip forward. So you find out later, like the big twist of the story is that CJ's mother was actually it was actually a hit not for his mom, but for his brother Sweet and Ryder and Smoke were the ones who betrayed him. So like you find out, so, like when you find this out, you're like, oh my god! And CJ has to like, Sweet goes to jail, so CJ has to go out. He has to like build his shit up. So like, it's such a cool game and such a cool story, and I feel like everything about this game is like A plus. This is definitely a gold star game. Like if you've never tried this game, give it a try. I know it's a little janky, but it's got that old school jank. You know, what I mean, you gotta get used to it. You gotta accept it for what it is. And yeah, and like that's just what it is. It's janky, good fun. Um, that's about it. I think I'm gonna wrap it up with that. I don't think there's anything else I can say about the game. The game is awesome. If I were to rate it with something, I would give it a gold medal. Maybe not like the top. It's not the top, but it's like definitely top three, if not top five, top three. You know what I'm saying? Or if not top three, top five. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way it's not in the top three for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're like really want to hate on it for no reason. Because like this is the what with Gang Wars, dude. Gang Wars is in the game, and also like I said, the thing that pissed me off, the only reason why I don't recommend everyone get this is because they took out the multiplayer, which I think is so fucking stupid. So if you didn't know this, you could actually go to certain areas and your friend can play with you and run around with you as another character. And this would be really cool when you gang battles because you would have like a really good friend for gang battles. But they took this off because they're lazy assholes who don't want to develop shit. And yeah, that's the truth. I don't give a fuck. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched, if you give it a like, give it a like. If you want to sub, hey, as always, brightens my day. Peace.